Do you know how many types of chisels you get? Pairing, mortise, framing, sash mortise, skew, butt, slick, bench, beveled edge, dovetail, curved, firmer, corner, Japanese lathe, masonry, concrete, brick, stone, cold, cape, gouge, and power chisels. And that's not even all of them. Hi, I'm Nat, and welcome to Rustworthy Tools, where I restore old tools from my garage as best as I can. Today I'm working with a mortise chisel, the little one here, and a larger beveled edge chisel I'll be working on in just a moment. The mortise chisel tends to be quite square and narrow, used for cutting mortises, though you would need a properly sharpened end, which is something I'll have to do another time, likely in a dedicated whetstone video, because oh god, the whetstones do a lot. A mortise, for those fresh to the world of woodworking, is a slot or section of wood that's been cut away to allow for another piece of wood to be joined to it by sliding a tenon into the mortise. There are two main categories of mortise. The blind mortise, which has a flat bottom and the tenon ends up enclosed, and a through mortise, where you go all the way through and the tenon pokes out the other side of the wood. A tenon is a section of wood that's been carved to point out of the end of a piece and slot straight into the mortise, usually put in place with glue. Mortise chisels tend towards being narrow so you can cut into a piece of wood, unlike this one. The beveled edge chisel is, in fact, your best friend.
Best friends forever.
It can do rough shaping, fine finishes, little details, and anything in between. They're able to do just about any kind of woodwork you need, and they usually have a super hard handle, with this one even being metal, for use with a hammer or mallet, and they come in many different widths to cover away wider or thinner sections. As with my mortise chisel, the tip is in quite a rough state, a little chipped and very much blunt. A blunt chisel tends to get you nowhere. These are tools that need to be kept razor sharp so you don't run into issues cutting through wood grain, whether that be cutting along the grain to remove layers or across the grain to take out small sections. Normally at this point I'd segue into a dose of WD-40, but some loser managed to lose the footage there.
It was me. I lost the footage. I'm sorry.
If you've enjoyed any of this madness, feel free to check out my page, drop a subscribe, and give me a little bit of algorithmic attention, and hopefully I'll pop up on your feed. Let's just pretend you saw me spraying these bad boys down with the accursed lubricant, and I'll get into the befores and afters.
Just as Rusty thought.
Yeah, I'm quite happy with that.
Yep, perfect close-ups. That's really quite clean.
Yep.
What I would say to you is the other one, mind how I'm saying, it looks like some sort of paint or something's been...
Yeah. Anyway,
And we're you're possibly trying to scrub that off.